After the sixth flight, SpaceX's Starship project has made a significant leap into a new design phase. Although the latest launch didn't result in dramatic, visible successes, the improvements were far from negligible, and the future promises even more significant progress with upcoming flights. On November 20, the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, released a new and in-depth environmental analysis of Starbase, SpaceX's launch site, which is now under public review until January 17. This 160-page document provides crucial details about SpaceX's plans for 2025 and the changes made to the Starship project from 2022 to the present. In this video, we will summarize the current state of the project after the sixth flight and examine the main updates contained in the document. The sixth flight was an important event, though not without difficulties. Elon Musk confirmed that the Super Heavy booster, which supports Starship, was not caught by the Mechazilla tower due to a technical issue related to communication with the launch pad, not a failure of the rocket itself. According to Musk, catching the rocket was possible, but as a precaution, the maneuver was not forced. The Mechazilla tower, in fact, is one of the most innovative elements of the Starship system, designed to recover the rocket similarly to how SpaceX recovers its Falcon 9 rockets. Musk also added on X, formerly Twitter, that SpaceX expects to be able to catch Starship mid-flight by flight number 8, provided that the splashdown of flight number 7, the first with the new version of Starship, Block 2, occurs successfully. This represents a key milestone for the program, which aims to make Starship flights fully reusable, reducing costs and increasing the frequency of missions. The day after the sixth flight, the FAA released an important document updating the environmental analysis of Starbase, SpaceX's launch site in Texas. This document is the result of a comprehensive review of changes made to the Starship project by SpaceX over the past 2 years and includes updates planned for 2025. The document, which is under public review until January 17, 2024, aims to assess the environmental impacts of SpaceX's activities at Starbase, particularly in light of the expected growth in launches and space re-entries. SpaceX has requested to increase the number of annual launches from 5 to 25, including 50 space re-entries, 25 for Starship and 25 for Super Heavy. Currently, SpaceX has permission to launch up to 5 Starships per year, and so far, 4 have been launched in 2023, suggesting there could be another launch before the end of the year. On November 20, the FAA published a new version of the environmental analysis of Starbase. This document provides an overview of the changes made to the Starship project by SpaceX from 2022 to the present, as well as a forecast of how launches will evolve in the coming years. The FAA's primary goal with this document is to analyze the environmental impact of SpaceX's activities in the area surrounding Starbase in order to grant permission for the increase in launches. The FAA has already approved a maximum of 5 annual launches, but now SpaceX is requesting an increase to 25. This increase will involve not only more launches but also a higher number of space re-entries, which include delicate operations like the recovery of Starship and Super Heavy. The document indicates that SpaceX has received permission to carry out up to 25 launches per year, with the possibility of up to 3 night launches, while the other 22 must be conducted during the day. This means that, if SpaceX can overcome reusability tests and technical issues, launches will become much more frequent, with a significant impact not only on the Starship project but also on the space program in general. One of the most relevant pieces of information in the document concerns Starship V3, which will be the final version of the spacecraft. Starship V3 will have a total thrust of 28.7 meganewtons, about 2,870 tons, with 9 engines, compared to the 6 engines in the current version. This increase in the number of engines had already been anticipated, but the most interesting new development is that the total thrust of Starship, according to the FAA, will be higher than what SpaceX had previously stated, which was around 2,600 tons. This suggests that Starship could be even more powerful than initially expected, indicating that SpaceX is further refining its design. The thrust of Super Heavy has also been increased to 103 meganewtons, well beyond the current 74 meganewtons. This increase in thrust will make the rocket even more powerful and capable of supporting more ambitious missions, such as those to the Moon and Mars. Additionally, the number of engines in Super Heavy will rise to 35, confirming predictions made in recent months. The propellant capacity of both Starship and Super Heavy has also been improved. Starship V3 will have a propellant capacity of 2,650 tons, while Super Heavy will have a capacity of 4,100 tons, allowing for longer flights and greater payload capacity. Another interesting element is SpaceX's plans for the re-entry of Starship and Super Heavy. The FAA has confirmed that the re-entry of the vehicles will be planned to minimize environmental risks. It is expected that Starship will re-enter at Starbase but could also fly over Mexico before landing. In some cases, Starship might re-enter near Hawaii or other ocean locations. In the future, SpaceX may explore the possibility of landing Starship and Super Heavy on drone ships, but this has not yet been confirmed. If this option is chosen, it will represent a major breakthrough in space recovery, considering that SpaceX has always relied on Mechazilla as its primary recovery point. The FAA document also includes information on the environmental impacts caused by Starship launches at Starbase. Despite initial concerns, the impacts were judged not to be worse than those of the first environmental analysis conducted in 2022. The FAA has therefore confirmed that SpaceX can continue with the construction and operation of Starbase without having to make significant changes to the original plan. This is an important step for SpaceX, as it allows them to continue expanding Starbase's launch capacity without bureaucratic or legal obstacles. Next year, with the change of government in the United States scheduled for January 20, 2025, there may be new dynamics regarding space launch control. A legislative reform proposal is already under discussion that would move the control of spaceflight authorizations away from the FAA, in order to speed up the authorization process and issue more permits. If this proposal becomes law, it could accelerate the growth of the Starship program, but it will take time before it becomes effective, likely not until the second half of 2025. The future of Starship looks filled with new developments and challenges, but also enormous opportunities for space exploration. The coming months will be crucial for testing the new Starship V3, and the progress SpaceX is making in terms of reusability, payload capacity, and rocket power could revolutionize the way we think about space flights. Thank you for following this update, and if you want to stay informed on all the news, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. See you soon.